Very good morning, dear children. Dear children, we were on Geography Chapter 2 and we are on the topic water. So, children, as you all know, water is very important for us. It is very important and it is a renewable natural resource. So, children, you all know that our three-fourth of our earth is covered with water. So that's the reason why the earth is called a blue planet, children. So all the oceans, the life begins here 3.5 billion years back. And children, even today also, the ocean covers two-thirds of the earth's surface and it supports a rich variety of plants and animals. Now you all know that the water of ocean is saline, which is not fit for human consumption. The only fresh water only we have 2.7%, out of which 70% of the water is in the ice sheets and the glaciers in places like Antarctica, Greenland, mountain regions. So that is not possible for us to reach that water. So at last we have only 1% of fresh water which is fit for human use and which is found in groundwater, in the rivers, lakes, in the form of water vapor in the atmosphere. Now, children, fresh water the most precious substance on the earth. Water cannot be added, cannot be subtracted. As you know, it is constant. The total volume is constant. It is just moving, cycling from oceans to air, air to land, land to back again, evaporate again. So this is water cycle. Fine, children. Now after that, children, where we are using this water? We are using this water in drinking, washing, so many things, production, agriculture, industries, generating electricity, and so many things. As the population is increasing, the requirement for water, food, everything is also increasing. Urbanization is there. We need a lot of water. So, because of that reason, there is a shortage of water resources, and the other reason is drying up of water sources. We are also doing water pollution. So, all these are the reasons for the scarcity of water. Now, problems of water availability. So, the scarcity of water is in many regions of the world, like Africa, West Asia, Southeast Asia, Western USA, Northwest Mexico, parts of South America, and even Australia. They are facing the problem of fresh water supply. So, all the countries which are in climatic zones, they are also facing droughts, they are also facing the water scarcity, and moreover, children, the water shortage is also a consequence of changes in the seasonal and annual rainfall also. Fine, we are over exploiting the water resources, we are polluting the water resources. Fine, now how can we conserve water resources? So first of all, this time we are facing the main problem is we are not getting clean and adequate water. So what should we do? Fine, there are many uh, ways in which uh, uh, we can have water. Fine, like first of all, we should not pollute the water. We should make it uh, fit for drinking. We should not overuse it. We should not waste it. So whenever we are discharging the things in the water sources, we should first of all treat them. We are throwing all the garbage in the water sources without any treatment. So first of all, we should treat them so that they become biodegradable. Water pollution should be checked. Fine. So forest and vegetation cover should be added more and more. Afforestation. We should harvest the water. Fine. Rainwater harvesting. Then if we had made canals, we should check those canals. There should not be water wastage. Then children, one more thing is sprinklers should be added to irrigate the fields and all. Then children, drip and trickle irrigation should be done. So in the countries like Dubai and all other desert areas where water scarcity is there, what they are doing there, they have pipelines. And just as we are getting drip of glucose when we are not well, in the same way the plants are also getting water with the drip, drop water. So that is also a way of conserving water. The water is going to be conserved. Fine. Now natural vegetation and wildlife. Now children, see, we talked about natural vegetation and wildlife before also. Fine. So the narrow zone where all the domains of the earth, lithosphere, hydrosphere, atmosphere, they all interact, and where they make life possible, that is a biosphere. Fine. And the life supporting system, the interdependence, the interrelatedness is your ecosystem. So vegetation and wildlife are also very very important. Plants are providing us with numerous things. To name a few, fine, they are providing you paper, medicine, wood, fine, so many things, latex, fruits, vegetables, so many things. We cannot name them, innumerable. Even the wildlife, it includes animals, birds, insects, even the aquatic one, and they provide us with so many things. They are giving us milk, meat, hide, wood, wool, so many things. They are the decomposers. If you talk about the insects, they help in pollination. Vultures, all the birds, the animals, the plant, the insects, they are very very important for the environment, and they maintain the balance in the ecosystem. So we should take care of them. Distribution of natural vegetation, you all know, the vegetation depends on the temperature and moisture. And there are three types of vegetation, you all know. Forest, in 11th standard also you have done. Forest, grassland, scrubs and tundra. Fine. The area where you get heavy rainfall, there you find huge trees. Fine. Abundant water is available there, and moisture is always there. So the size and the density, it becomes more. And the place where the rainfall is not more, it is moderate, there you have grasslands. And where you get very low rainfall, in those areas you have scrubs and shrubs. Fine. So this way children, see, now these shrubs and scrubs, they have deep roots and they have some waxy surface on their wax types on their surface to reduce the loss of moisture. Fine. So tundra region is the vegetation in the polar regions. That includes mosses and lichens. So children, today there are many more people in the world than there were. Like 2 centuries back, the population was less. Now we have more population. So growing number of people. Because of that, we are cutting down all the forest. We required place to live, to grow crops. So it is an urgent need to conserve all the valuable resources. Now, conservation of natural vegetation and wildlife. So you all know, forest is our wealth. They are going to give shelter to animals, to birds. They are going to maintain the ecosystem for them. So due to the changes in the climate, human interference, the animals, they are losing their natural habitats, both the plants and the animals. And many species, they are becoming either extinct, or they are on just, they are endangered, means they are about to get extinct. So the reasons: deforestation, soil erosion, our constructional activities, then some natural causes also there: fire, tsunami, landslide. Because of human or natural factors, they are extincting the all these resources. And one major concern is poaching, the hunting of animals. That is also very much. Fine. There are very less particular species left. They are why they are hunted? Because of the illegal trade of hide, skin, nails, teeth, horns, so many things. The animals which are hunted are tiger, lion, elephant, deer, black buck, crocodile, rhinoceros, snow leopard, and so many children. Even the birds are included in it. So we should stop that, so that this loss can be reduced. Fine. Now national parks, wildlife sanctuaries, biosphere reserves are made just to protect all this. Fine. Then lakes, wetlands, they are being made so that their depletion should not be there. Fine. To maintain the balance in the environment, in the relative number of species is not disturbed, and we should always maintain a balance with the environment. We should not overuse everything. Now human activities in several parts of the world, they have even interfered, they have, you know destroyed the habitats of many species. Fine. And even I am talking about the hunting of several birds and animals. They are also becoming extinct, or they are on the verge of extinction. Fine. So awareness programs should be there, like social forestry, one mahotsam should be encouraged at community level. Children should taken to visit for bird watch and so many things. Fine. So this way we can, you know uh, conserve them. Now many of the countries, they have even passed the laws against the trade and killing of birds, and in India also we have, killing of certain animals. It is illegal. You can get punishment for that. Either you can get fined. Fine. An international convention cites has been established that lists several species of animals and birds in which trade is prohibited. So, conservation of plants and animals is very, very important. It is our duty of every citizen to conserve them. So, this was all about today's topic. Thank you and have a nice